I tell somebody, I said, Lord, I wanted to harass, but I didn't realize how much work it is now going because my hair is grow and get around for so fast. So I just tell them, Shaki is right. He says, Shaki said, Dr. Batson, people listening to you now because I want you to know, not how you look. So once we look too shabby, you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
Let's look right there.
You understand? Definitely.
Yeah, blessings.
Definitely. So let me say a pleasant good morning as usual to the listeners of Sky 99.5. Keep in mind that Batson and Associates will be at the 7 Days Adventist Hospital in Cocorit today. In fact, our team is already down there because we'll be there today from 9 to 4. When I'm finished with the program, then I'll go down. So, we're going to have some lectures there. We're going to be doing some demonstrations, that type of thing. And of course, there will be other practitioners there and that type of thing. So, if you have some time today, you and the family, you could go down and benefit because there's a health fair that is taking place there. The organizers, I know off the top of my head, I could always remember Miss Victoria. For some reason, I cannot remember her surname right now. But a pleasant good morning to her. Always busy, always, getting the job done, helping persons to be more aware of their health, which to me is so important. And, that's what we do at Batson and Associates. So we are always open, to anyone who having health fairs or whatever the case may be, and they need us to, participate in some manner in helping persons to further understand and, really appreciate the importance of taking care of oneself and how to take care of oneself. That's very important. So today's program, we're actually going to discuss an issue that affects so many persons. It's something that I actually have discussed on occasions before. And that, of course, is the situation of arthritis, pain. So many persons have issues with pain, arthritic pain. They get up in pain, they go to bed in pain, you're walking in pain, you're standing in pain, you're lying down in pain. And, it's so problematic at times to have to actually address and deal with this situation of pain. And then sometimes you are now told that, I have arthritis. So, and then there's no cure, and they tell you, well, you have to take these steroids for the rest of your life and painkillers, and, you're always in pain. I mean, pain is never a good thing. I actually have a little situation with my eye right now, not to bring any attention to it, but it's slightly swollen. And that's because, when you have those eyelashes that tend to, because I get ingrown eyelashes, so I need to be very careful when they grow. I always have to be taking them out because they sometimes grow in the corner of the eyes. They're very problematic. Sometimes all inside it's annoying at times. But all the same, I deal with it. So the point I'm making is that I'm in some discomfort. It is not severe pain, but I am annoyed because whenever I'm in pain or discomfort, it takes away from what I'm doing. So I will be doing something, and in the back of my mind is like, oh God, my eye hurting me, my head hurting me, my back hurting me. So I don't know how people do it, or I could imagine how difficult it is when you have severe pain, where it actually affects your mobility and it makes it very difficult for you to move around, because that's usually what happens with persons with serious arthritic pain. So, sorry about that. That's one of the things that we're going to touch on today. Let me say a pleasant good morning to all our listeners. Miss Jessica Clark is asking, can you speak about deafness? I will touch on that in a little bit. Miss Annie Grant, good morning. Dr. Batson and staff. Blessed and happy day to all listeners. Thank you for that. Miss Cecilia Edan, good morning. Dr. Batson. Miss Nicole Steele, good morning to you. Dr. Batson and your associates. Pleasant good morning to you. Miss Steele, Miss Carol Myers. Carol Myers is watching with you. Pleasant good morning. Miss Kathleen Ishmael, right? Always a pleasure, and she always says always a beautiful blessing, and I take that to heart. A pleasant good morning to you, Miss Ishmael. Miss Diane Bain, good morning to you. She says good morning, blessings, Dr. Batson. Miss Anne Van Hope, good morning, Dr. Batson. Miss Marge Hills, a blessed good morning to you, Dr. Batson. Miss Jen Bree, good morning, Dr. Batson. Miss Stacy Smith, good morning, Dr. Batson, and your associates. Miss Cherry-Ann Marcia Lambert Ball. Miss Lambert, you're in the guild. She says, good morning, Dr. Batson, watching from Bermuda, all the way in Bermuda. Pleasant good morning to you, Miss Dawn Hills. Always a pleasure to have you, and I know you are one of our regular listeners, like so many She says, good morning, Dr. Batson and associates. Pleasant day to all from Columbus, Ohio. So you see, we have persons from all over the world listening. Miss Annette Robinson, morning, Dr. Batson, and all the listeners sending blessings and love from Harlem, New York. Miss Jacqueline George, good morning. Can you drink alkaline water every day, and how often should one detox? Yes, you can drink alkaline water every day. I've been doing it for the last, 15 years, so I haven't died yet. So it's very it's impossible to over alkaline your body. I mean, it is possible, but you have to be aware and do things so ridiculous for that to happen. Okay, so keep that in mind. And how often one should detox, it depends on one's circumstance and what it is one has to do in terms of whether you consume a lot of meat, if you work in oil and gas, if you deal with chemicals, you may be a hairdresser, that type of thing. In that particular instance, then it means that the time for you to cleanse might be a little more often, might be 3 times a year or 4 times a year, as opposed to someone else who might be twice a year. Okay, Miss Katia and Henry, a pleasant good morning to you guys. Good. So we're speaking about arthritis. So what really is arthritis? Now, arthritis is primarily characterized by pain and discomfort in the musculoskeletal system. It is an inflammatory disease, which means there is significant amount of inflammation in the body as a result in the musculoskeletal system, and as a result of that, you now have arthritis, right? So in that particular case, what is recommended? How do you deal with arthritis? Because, as I said, arthritis can become so debilitating that it can actually cause you to become crippled. It can cause a number of issues where the body is concerned. So, of course, the question arises, what can I do from a natural perspective? Is there dietary changes that I may need to make? Is there a situation where I may need to make some improvements in my water intake? Is it that I need to do physiotherapy, that I may need to go to a chiropractor? So there are a number of questions that you may have. And those are some of the questions that we're going to actually discuss today. Okay, keep in mind we are live on Facebook. On Facebook, we are Batson and Associates Limited. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. Also, keep in mind that we have our Mother's May promotion, where you can win some very good prizes. What you need to do is basically go into our Facebook, like, share, and leave a comment. And that, of course, going to qualify you for the draw for those prizes that we have for Mother's May. And those winners would be announced at the end of May, which would be like the first week in June, that type of thing. Okay, let me say a pleasant good morning to the hard-working management and staff at Batson and Associates. A lot of the team is down at the 7 Days Adventist Hospital in Cocorit, because, as I said, they do have health seminar, health fair rather, and I always admire the 7 Days Adventist for that. It is an organization, very, very organized set of individuals, and they always have health at the forefront, and I really, really respect them for that. I have done a lot of work with them in the past. Last year we were down there. Excuse me. Yeah, having some alkaline water there. Yeah, so last year we were down there, and it was quite good. There were a lot of persons. We shared some information, and of course we'll be doing that again today. Later on, I'll be doing a lecture as regards to blood analysis. So you're going to actually see, because we have equipment that we have brought down there. We have brought down some of our high-powered microscope, and we have set up in such a way that we can actually give a demonstration and have you see what a blood analysis looks like. We'll take from various persons in the audience. Of course, we will not identify which blood is being examined for a number of reasons, because there are some things that are going to be highlighted there. So I just want to keep it general and not, point to, because it gives specifics when you do that blood analysis as regards to a number of things, the condition of your gastrointestinal system, the condition associated with your hormones, the condition of your liver, the condition as it relates to the amount of blood flow going to your brain. So it gives a lot of information. So, if you can come down, or you have a friend or somebody who, they're ailing, they're suffering, that's something that you could actually avail yourself of. Today we'll be down there, God's willing, until like about 4, 5. And as I said, you could avail yourself from that. I will be down there, God's willing, when I finish my program. So I'm going to reach down there, maybe about close to lunchtime, somewhere around there. All right, Miss Jessica Clark is saying, please remember to share this link while we are online. Yes, Jessica, thank you so very much for that. And Jessica said that a few times as well. So she's making sure that you guys remember to share the link so that somebody else could be blessed. You know something? I will remember speaking to a client recently in the office. And one of the things she was saying, she said, Dr. Batson, I'll tell you something. Because I asked her, I said, how come you heard about us? And she said, it's actually my neighbor who, she said, they're not really close. They're neighbors. So, hi, good morning. But they're not close. It seems like they may have had some rab in the past. So, it's just like we agree to disagree kind of situation. So she said, in any case, she observed that her neighbor had some challenges. She used to have problems walking. She was always problematic. Once or twice, you'll see ambulance coming to pick up, whatever the case may be. And then she said she realized that there was a time that passed, and all of a sudden, she was seeing her more frequently. She's seen her in the yard, she's dealing with her plants, and that's something that wasn't happening before. And, she must take a little, as we say in colloquial terms, she take a little mako. So she looking at the lady now, and she find, she looking different. She seems to be losing weight. She's moving about. As I said, the ambulance not coming again. So she wanted to know about what it is, what happened different with this individual. So, of course, as I said, they don't really talk. So she ended up apparently asking some other neighbor who just talked to the neighbor. And the neighbor ended up telling her, girl, whatever the individual's name, said she going by Batson, some Batson and associates, some Rasta doctor. No, some Rasta herbalist, she said. Well, of course, I wanted to die when I hear that. But, it's all good. And she said, well, serious? She said, yeah. She said, well, but apparently whatever they're doing there seems to be working. So the other neighbor said, well, yes. She said, well, girl, no, they have some good things, because apparently the same neighbor who was seeing the improvement and now out in the garden and doing work and whatever, this same neighbor, the next neighbor who do talk to asked, apparently she told her about Santulan. So the lady who she's speaking to now, she showed her the tea. She said, well, I'm using this and this thing working so good. So madam, of course, decided, well, she going to come down to Batson and Associates and get the tea. And she did come and get the tea. She did come and get the water. And I think she started to use some of the circulation tea. And she started to feel good. And of course, she ended up coming for appointment. So she would have been using our products like about 3 months actually prior to actually meeting me or sitting and speaking with me. And that is when she was actually giving me the rundown, as they say, about with the neighbor and whatever. So I'm just saying that to say that a lot of the times you do not know what people are going through with their health. There are a lot of people who say, no, I know my neighbor, they're healthy. And then 2 days after, you hear the person fall down and they died, they had a stroke or something like that. And that's not me trying to be the prophet of doom and gloom, but it simply highlights that a lot of the times there are people out there who need help, and you may not know that they need help. So just by sharing information, just sharing that link, or saying, hopefully you're one of those who had a good experience. We have the mass majority of persons would have had a good experience at Batson and Associates. Those of you who, for some reason, wasn't satisfied with the experience you have, I always tell those persons, speak to me, and I am going to try my best to rectify that, because I don't want people to leave with a sour, bitter taste in their mouth. But there are some people, no matter what you do, you cannot please them. So I always pray that I get least amount of those individuals, and I get people who really serious and understand that they have a significant role to play in their health, and also that they understand the consequences of their actions or inaction, especially as it relates to diet, as it relates to exercise. Those things play a significant role in being healthy or not healthy. A lot of people do not understand up to this day why milk is a dangerous thing to use. And some of you all happy-go-lucky, licorice as ever, and you drink the milk. But you don't understand that dairy milk is very problematic and causes a lot of problems in your system. You cannot want to be healthy and drink dairy milk as an adult. You're not a baby. Dairy is not even for babies. Breast milk or mother's milk is the best. And when that time has passed, well, then you don't need milk again. That's simple common sense, right? So that's something that you need to pay attention to. So Like us on Facebook, share the link, make a comment, and you could have the opportunity to win something. But most importantly, you have the opportunity to help someone else, because there are people, as I said, they all kind of thing wrong with them, and you do not know. Because that lady who saw the neighbor and wasn't, good with the neighbor, went to find out from the next neighbor, she had bad problems with diabetes. And just by using the Santulan and the water, the Alkagen water, which we have available at all our locations, Chaguanas, Davis, St. James, and Tobago, she was able to get some significant improvement. So you might know who you bless by sharing information. And that's why I do what I do, the way that I do it, because I tell persons, people say, Dr. Batson, you share so much information, and so much information is give away free. I was like, yeah, you can't take all the time, you have to give. The Bible tells you that. And of course, live good or do good as they say, and good will follow you. And I really believe that. Right? So those office telephone numbers and clinic telephone numbers, you can give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261. That is for the Chaguanas office, which is located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. Now, I'm going to say something which some people might think is a bad idea for me to say, but I am the type of person, I try my best to be honest as possible. Yeah. So in Chaguanas, we have a little parking situation. In an ideal world, parking is superb. But we live in Trinidad and Tobago, and all the infrastructure they put in, I don't think they expected Trinidadians to have so much cars, right? But the fact is we have cars, and we have an issue. So Chaguanas, sometimes parking is problems. There's a lot of problems. I wouldn't mama guy you for that, because the parking space in front of the building itself could accommodate 5 cars, and then there is one that is designated for one of the individuals on the compound there, so it's really only parking for 4. And then Chaguanas is a place when you come around, it's kind of a little difficult. So I'm just saying that to say that if you're coming to the Chaguanas office, that is something to keep in mind. A lot of persons, if you could get somebody to drop you and maybe come back for you and that kind of thing. The thing is, at the end of the day, necessity is the mother of invention, and we need to get something done. You need to get to us. We need you to get to us for us to help you. But that is the challenge that we have in Chaguanas office. And I'm not going to mama guy you. I'm going to be very honest with you where that is concerned. And we're working assiduously to correct the situation, which may involve a number of things, which I wouldn't disclose at this point in time. But we're working on it. But, in life, there are challenges. And like with everything else, you need to maneuver yourself accordingly. Because it's just like Port of Spain. It's hell to get parking in Port of Spain. All of us decided to go to Port of Spain for something. And then, when we reach there, so you got to do what you got to do in order to get what you need to get done. That's my philosophy in life, where anything is concerned. So I just wanted to share that with you. David, we do not have a problem for parking. St. James is a little tricky because you know how that situation is. Once you park on the right side of the road with the signs, you do have a problem. And of course, my availability in David office is going to be corrected from next month, which is June, where I'll be fixing and adjusting my availability, because we're just doing some stuff with some of the machines, because of course we have things like the diabetic clinic and different things that we've put in together to ensure that we're able to give you the service that you deserve. All right. So that's something that we're working on. We're really, really working on that situation. Okay. One of the things too as well, the David office, that number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And the number for Tobago is 226-4553. Again, that's 226-4553. Okay, you're listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson and Associates. So I'm looking at some of the comments on Facebook here. In a little bit, we're going to take some of your questions. I'm going to pass you over to Dion in a little while, who's going to address some of your WhatsApp questions and some of the comments that you would have made on that particular number that was provided. It's Rachel Johnson is saying, love the suit. Thank you so very much, my dear. Ronald Devines is saying, Doc, I have a problem. Okay, well, you could let me know what it is, and I'll try my best to see if I can help you. Babes Diamond is saying, hi, Doc. I know for sure that dairy is not good. I am using oat milk. Okay, good. Yeah, that is actually a better option. All right, Jessica Clark is saying, set up a value system, doc. We're looking into all of that, my dear, but there's always a solution to a problem, and we'll get one. But I just wanted the clients to know so that we could still service people and they could get what they need to get when they need to get it. All right, but we're going to work out a solution. Take what I'm telling you. Morning, doc. Have a great and blessed day. Love in the house. That's Miss Marcia Letrina. Miss Trisha Amarales. Right. What is that song that keeps repeating? Okay, so apparently Miss Amarales is hearing some song. I'm going to let Shakil check it out. From where I am, I'm not hearing anything. But we will check it out. Thanks for that. Miss Helen Marshall is saying, blessed morning, the first time I'm on your live, always interested in your program. Thank you so very much, Miss Helen. Babes Diamond, it says, hi, doctor. Miss Roma told me the waiting list is very long, but I really need to come in and see you. Yeah, we're going to work out that. Excuse me. As I said, this month coming here, I'll be making some adjustments to my schedule in Davie, so I'll be able to facilitate more individuals where that situation is concerned. All right, Mr. Sheldon is saying, good morning. I would like to lose some weight around my stomach area, but my wife and I would like to come and get a full checkup. Okay, Mr. Sheldon, that's not a problem. What you can do, I don't know which office you're close to, but give us a call on either 2228261. That's 2228261. That's for Shagonas. The Davie, so whichever office you're close to, you can call. Davie number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. That office is the corner of Ramsonwood Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Davie. Then we also have St. James. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road. St. James, that number is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. Tobago just now is getting a brand new spanking office. And we're in the process of finalizing and finishing up those things. That number for Tobago is 226-4553. That's 226-4553. Miss Pauline McKenna. Good morning, Dr. Jason Batson and listeners. Happy Sunday. Good morning to you, Pauline. Mr. Sheldon is saying, I'm from the Port of Spain area, so St. James will be the better office for you, sir. So St. James number, again, is 220-8113. 220-8113. All right, let me say a pleasant good morning to our senior consultants who are going to actually have a more active role on programs with me and that kind of thing, because we have put a system in place that, is working pretty well. Is working excellent, because I know there are persons, I want to see Dr. Batson, And I always tell you guys, for the life of you, I would be able to facilitate some persons, but of course I cannot facilitate everyone, which is why I've put that system in place. You think about even if you go to the hospital, now people might say, well, I'm paying, but still, Dr. Batson is one person. So, usually the consultant, the senior consultant is usually a hard man to see because he would have so many cases to deal with. That's why I have Mr. Paul Green, Mr. Rene Bustamante, Mr. Kirshma Rabdan, and we have a team of maybe 4 or 5 people coming on again with us. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the Honorable Barbara Alain. Miss Alain, my darling, how are you doing? I hope all is fine with you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Emmons. Miss Emmons, I knew you were in my office recently, and I had an emergency. You were not able to see me, but I know you were taken very good care of by Miss Ramdan. So let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Emmons. Miss Pauline McKenna, pleasant good morning to you. Somebody's asking for office somewhere, and Pauline is telling them, yeah, we're gonna get more offices in Trinidad soon enough, but we gotta pace ourselves, and and it's the staff too, because every office that you have to put things in place and the necessary to ensure that the clients get the service that they need. Okay. Good morning. Do you all open on Saturdays? Yes, we do open on Saturday. Miss Elizabeth Jacob is asking that question. All the offices are open on a Saturday, with the exception right now of Tobago, until we open the new office in Tobago. Then it will be Monday to Saturday. But all the other offices are open on a Saturday. St. James, though, is from 10 to 4. Davy is from 9 to 5 and Chagonas is from 9 to 5. Okay? So back to what I was saying just now. Let me see something. Someone is asking something here. This is an important point. Or someone's asking what product you have for tiredness, Miss Jen Bree. There's a product that we use, the mineral formula. There's also a nice mangosteen product that we have that's very good for energy. I use it. I like it. I find it something that keeps you focused, attention driven. So very good product. PH Driver is saying, good morning. What can be used for shoulder pain in the rotator cuff tendonitis? The thing is, if you have shoulder pain, you have some musculoskeletal situation there, tendonitis, as you say. One of the things that you're going to have to use is the inflammation formula. That's a very good product for that situation. The silver with the mineral formula, always a welcome product because that helps to actually reduce inflammatory response. So that's something that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so Ms. Trisha is saying, Doc, my mom had an appointment this past Saturday, but she fell down and was in too much pain. Can she please get a sooner appointment to see you in Davie than 3 months? Yes, Miss Amorales. Just call to Miss Roma and let her know now. And I'll organize accordingly. As I said, my schedule is being adjusted for the Davie office, so I'm going to be down there a little more often because I'm changing up that whole situation there. Okay? Ms. Deborah E. Rogers saying, morning, Dr. Batson. Glad for sharing your knowledge with us. Any advice on Hashimoto's disease? My daughter was diagnosed with this. Yeah, it's Hashimoto disease, not Hashimoto's thyroid, right? Clarify for me. If it was Hashimoto thyroid situation, just clarify which Hashimoto issues you're speaking about there. Because there are actually more than one, eh? Okay. Augustine is asking, if you have a problem chewing food, what can be used to aid in proper digestion? Definitely, there's a product that we carry called the Digestive Balance and Digestive Restore. One is digestive enzymes with probiotics, prebiotics, that kind of thing. Very good product. Very brand specific as regards to those particular products and what they're actually able to do for persons, especially as it relates to the digestive situation. So that's something that you could pay close attention to. Okay, Miss Bernadette is saying, wonderful Sunday morning to all. Okay. So they're all on a road here with this location, man. Don't worry, we have one airport in Trinidad. I always tell people that when you're leaving the country, it's only Piaco you could go. Well, I mean, unless it's the port and you're going to Tobago, or you're going to Tobago to catch a flight in Tobago. But in any case, you all understand what I'm saying. And we're working with it, and God's willing, as time goes by, we will have all the offices, we'll have all the everything that we need. All right? God is in charge. I always tell people that. And you know, there's a saying, slowly but surely. Okay? Ms. Jacqueline George is saying, good morning, Dr. Batson. I was told that I have degenerative issue in my back, L5, causing nerve pain, tingling, itching, and heat in my back. The right is worse. Live in Canada. What can I take? The doctor already talking about back operation, and I'm not doing that. No. We ain't talking about no operation. The good news is that we actually in the process of, I know, because what we did, we encountered a lot of challenges with online because of COVID. I mean, you all know COVID changed the world, right? And of course, we're not complaining, but we're looking for a solution. The thing is, the solution just taking a little longer than the solution that it would have had before COVID, all right? Because with the shipping and certain things you could ship and what needs prescription, and you know, there's a whole set of things now. And then different shipping companies have different requirements, and so there's a lot of things. But we're in the process of getting ourselves organized on again, a particular platform, which is going to make it easier for people to buy anywhere in the world and have access to the products. All right. So that's something you need to pay close attention to. Okay, Miss Deborah E. Rogers. Right. Okay, good. So back to the discussion that we're having with the arthritis situation. So just as that young lady asked the question, about arthritis, because remember, keep in mind, you could have arthritis in any part of your body. You know, any part of your body, you could have arthritis. You could have arthritis in your back. You could have it in different aspects of the back, because you know your spine is not just one complete column. It's made up of different sections. You have the lumbar section, you have the thoracic section, which is T1 to T12. You have, excuse me, the cervical area as well. And a lot of those areas can get arthritis. You could have arthritis in your knee. Okay, Mr. Rogers is saying Hashimoto thyroid. Yeah, my mind told me it was that. I'll speak about it just now. One of the things with the arthritis situation is that arthritis, as I said, could go in any part of the body. Inflammation formula, that has helped a lot of people. If you have really, really bad arthritis and you need help, we can help you. But it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some adjustment in your diet. The supplementation is very important, and that I think I have down to science now, literally, simply because of the protocol that we have put together and the persons that we would have helped. We have helped a lot of individuals as regards to, I remember we had persons who couldn't walk when they came to us. They were told all kind of things. You'll never walk again. You need to do back surgery. Your knee, you're going to do replacement surgery. Why do you want to do knee replacement surgery? Let me explain something to you. If you didn't know before, let me explain something to you now. When medical practitioners, surgeons, have to do, what are the doctors who deals with the musculoskeletal system? They call them osteopaths, right? So you may be an osteopath, you may be a bone specialist or something like that. You have to understand that when they doing this type of surgery, listen to me, is hammer and screw and steel and these type of things they put in your body, you know. So some of you will sit down with your good bright self and say, listen to me, I'm gone, my knee giving me trouble. The doctor say all the cartilage in the knee gone. Okay, good, the cartilage in the knee gone. What you used to be drinking when you was young? You was a sweet drink baby, or a soft drink baby rather, because you want to drink all the soft drink it have. What do you think that this do? Soft drink interferes with what? Your bones are calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus in the form of calcium phosphate. Go and do the research and check. The most alkalizing, or the most readily available alkalining mineral in the human body is what? Calcium. Calcium is stored where? In your bones. I just said your bones are comprised of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, and the form that it is in the form of calcium phosphate. The thyroid is the part of the endocrine system, and the thyroid is responsible for signaling to the brain how much calcium is to leave your bones. That's why if you have hyperthyroidism or an overactive thyroid, you can end up with osteoporosis, because the thyroid is overactive and only telling the brain, take calcium, take calcium. So it can end up leaching all the calcium out of your bones. So in an arthritic situation, you need to fix that. What stupidness you telling me about the doctor telling you need a knee replacement? You need no knee replacement. Do not let anybody go and put any metal knee inside of you. Go and find out anybody who do knee replacement and find out the condition there. All of them in some problems. Pain evermore. And don't bother with them if they tell you they're good. Half of them lying. Take what I'm telling you. I am very well aware. They don't tell the truth. They're not telling the truth at all, at all, at all, at all, at all. You know how much hammer and screw and nail. And listen to me. When they do a knee replacement, you know how long knee replacement lasts? 10 years. So I don't know what arrangement you have with Almighty God, because everybody have some sort of arrangement with God and relationship. So I don't know if when God talk to you in the night or whenever you just pray, you tell God, or God tell you, yeah, what? I will let you live 10 years exact. So when the knee replacement, 10 years, because most of them is expire in 10 years, the screw on them, they start to get trouble and all kind of thing. So let's say you are 60 years or 50 years, and you decide to go and take a good self and go and do knee replacement, which is to last 10 years. Is it that when you spoke to the Creator tell you he will make sure you die at 60? That's what you're telling me? I don't know, think about it. Why would you do that? Hip replacement. No, don't get me wrong, understand what I'm saying. If you are in a situation where it is an emergency, because somehow you're hard, you know your knee giving you trouble for years, you're walking, hook up, you hang up, You know all kind of thing wrong with you, but for some reason you would not make the time because you have to deal with your children, your husband, the yard, the work. You doing it with everybody except yourself. So when water more than flour now, you can't walk properly, you can't stand up properly, you fall down and your hip break. What it is you think you have to do? You can't come by Batson that time. Why you coming by me? I am not a surgeon. So why you coming by me? I cannot do any surgery for you. You need to go by the surgeons, let them do what they need to do for you to try to save you at that type of point in time. You know why? Because you wait too long. You know you ain't walking good, all kind of thing wrong with your back, and you playing the nonsense and the thing with the tail, according to my great-grandmother, and you not seeing about yourself. Eventually it will get worse. It will get worse, and you cannot do yourself that. So I'm saying, listen to me, you could build cartilage, could build back anytime. Don't let nobody mama guy and talk us that foolishness for you. And that is scientifically proven. The question is what I've told you all on numerous occasions. If you want healthy bones, you want to feel good, you could be 100 years. Get some CMOS and drink the people's CMOS every day. Do not put any milk or sugar in the people thing, please. You get some CMOS, choose a fruit. It must have a fruit you like. Although it has some people that say they don't like fruits. I don't know where you come from. You come from Mars or something. Or you could be living on the face of the earth. You don't have a fruit you like. You don't like mango. You don't like banana. Well, that's them young people in this foolishness though. You don't like pawpaw. It must have something you like. Anyway, the point I'm making, you're going to get some yogurt. Get the unsweetened yogurt. The one that have no taste. Right? You put some yogurt. You put some CMOS. You put some, some oats. And you throw in a fruit and you blend that. And that's your drink. And drink that every day as God give you life. If the desire choke you and you have the money, pass by Batson. Get an inflammation formula, get a silver formula, and tell them you want some joint tea. And you drink that with that bad knee you have there and you go tell me something different. Do that for 3 months. I guarantee you're going to get some results. And if it's real bad, then it have a product that you're going to have to buy, which are a little on the pricey side, compared, because I believe when coming to my health, it have no price. I spending money when coming to things for my body. To set of money, I have no problem spending. Things for my body to make me healthier, look better, feel better, and things for my brain. I'll spend money on any amount of book and information. Right? So you have to know what you consider for yourself and what you like for yourself. Because some of you are very cheap and a little disgusting and hardened. You wouldn't spend a cent to see a fly do some cartwheels. This is your body you're talking about here. And the thing is, there are no parts. And you have to understand something too. And I think a lot of people don't understand this. Because I'm going to talk about what they normally give you for arthritis and what we have at Batson and Associates. You have to understand that everything in your body could be renewed. If you look at here, it has some people you're balling, which thank God I don't have. I don't know how I would deal with a ball head. I was one of them people. Let's see my face. Or let's see my face. I tell people I have a mango head. You know? My head long. You could imagine me with my long head and a ball head. Nah, man. In school, I remember when I was younger, they used to tell me I have a you know that tonka bean. I have a tonka bean head. So I is a long head person, and to the back of my head is them kind of flat head. You know, I don't know if I related to Klingon and I could act in Star Wars or some kind of thing. Especially when I was younger, as I get older, you know, I get a little all right looking. You know, and the head wasn't so long again. My body growing to my body growing to my head. Right? But the point I'm making is that some people, bald head is not for you. So you want to make sure and take care. And that is what I did. You know. I went and get my biotin. I just use my chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. I drink chlorophyll when I get up early this morning and I drank chlorophyll. You know, normal thing. You have to go to the washroom. And I find I'm thirsty, yeah. I say, see me, I mix a glass, I mix some chlorophyll, some inflammation formula, and I drink a whole big glass. Because I know when I get up to organize myself, say my prayers, go outside, ting. I know when I get up, I drink that, my bowel movement, nice. I don't have no issue, and I throw some silver inside of there too. So I know this morning I get up, I come in here, I come in to talk to you all here. I had to do plenty talking today. So when I finish talk to all you today, I had to go down the road. Keep in mind, if it is you can go, if you know somebody, tell them, you know, the 7 Days Adventist organization at the hospital in Kukuri there, they have a health fair. Go see something, get a little check out. I know they have people dealing with eyes, different things. carry the family down. You don't have to stay long. You stay a little hour, a little 2 hours, get some benefit from something, and then you go your merry way. But the point I'm making is that I did that because I know I had a long day today. So the point is, you have to do something to keep yourself looking good. Or you want nice skin. We like the ladies with the nice skin. No man ain't want a woman with no crap when he touch you feel as well. He's saying now he's an alligator next time or something. Nobody know that. But you think your skin does look nice just like outside. You think it's only cream this high looking good. Some of them think it's even good to put on your skin. I tell people you're supposed to be using oils on your skin as opposed to creams. But excuse me. But that's our next discussion. But in any case, what do you think does give you nice skin? Drinking plenty water. So you had to drink that. And hey, and interestingly, Dion laughing with that here. I'm a water riding. I find these days, like I talking plenty, my throat getting dry fast. Yeah. So you want the nice skin. Ladies, you want nice hair. Well, I mean, some all just pay for it, and I have no problem with that. If you're paying for hair, paying for hair. But those are you who you want your hair here to be healthy. You need to watch your water intake. Get some alkaline water. You need to, as I tell you, that thing with the CMOS is good for your skin. You always look at me and say, Dr. Batson, how come the white of your eye so white? It's only just the other day I took out a photograph and I look at the picture. I was like, oh, the white of my eye real white in truth. But that's because of the amount of water I drink. Because when I was younger, excuse me, it wasn't like that. It was very dark and discolored. So that's something that you need to pay very, very close attention to. All right, so that's your mixture there. If you know your knee giving you some trouble, depending on how your pocket running, you get an inflammation formula, a silver with mineral formula, you get some of the jointy, and there's a omega that we have with something in it called astaxanthin. Very good for pain, very good for your musculoskeletal system. You can make a little some broth, little fish broth, but more provision. Don't butter down the thing. That orange butter all they like to use. Why, I don't know. Leave that out of the equation for me, please. Right? And make the thing sensible. And when you start to eat like that and you start to do certain things, you could bring anybody with any kind of arthritis to me, and I'm telling you, over a period of time, they will get better. Don't play with that. Some of y'all, you need to lose weight. You can't be weighing 300-400 pounds and expect your poor to need to carry your heavy self. That is impossible. You cannot build a foundation. You do a house plan. Why I think there's do plans for houses? Although in Trinidad, they just do anything anyhow. That's why with a hurricane and look, all of them just fall down. And when rain fall and it flood, see things going downhill and things because all they do follow the people and them proper requirement for building house, town and country and things. All they go on, pay wherever all they pay, and it's because the house going down the hill, it falling and drain and all they want to vex the government. No, do the thing properly. But in any case, if it is, you are doing a foundation for a one-story house. Right? They build the foundation already. You get some money, you get pension, or you retire, you win the lottery or some kind of thing. Could you go and build on that foundation a 3-story building? No, you can't do that. Because the foundation was designed for a flat house or a split level. So you cannot go and add a next level because you feel to add a level or you get the money. No, that will defy the laws of physics. And the house is going to fall down on all you and kill everybody inside of it. So the same applies to your good knee that or the Almighty God give you. You have your knee, and somehow you're big, you're too big. You might have plenty hips, plenty buttocks, but you're too big. But the ladies and men, they appreciate that. Some women just want to lose weight. And that's something I'll talk about in a little bit. But the point I'm making, when you're heavy so, and ladies, let me tell you something, and gentlemen too. You see, when you start to get a certain age, when you start to go down in age, you see all that sexy sort of shape you had when you was young? You can't really, I ain't saying you can't get unsexy when you get older now, but somehow a little ridiculous in the, what's the word I want to use, boy? You don't understand reality. So when you was younger, you might have plenty hips, plenty buttocks and that kind of thing. But as you start to get older, you remember going down in age, you can't be so heavy. Because think about it. Some people, if something happened to you, you gotta get about 10 people to move you, In a situation, I live in that house here there. Because I telling you, I'm not taking my slim self with my good back to go and try and lift you up. Me alone. I ain't going through that. I ain't saying if it's a family member, I care about it, but I'm telling you, that is strain back, that is mash up back and thing. So the point I'm making is that when you start to go down in age, this nonsense of people, this like, oh God, you're losing weight, you're looking bad. No, listen to me. West Indian people have a poor perception of weight. And that's something we had a long time ago. We do not understand the importance of weight. And, oh God, you're getting small. If you're big and rolling down, they feel something wrong with you. No, 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 no. You are getting older. And as you get older, your muscles start to atrophy. You know what I mean? The muscles and them start to shrink. So what you need to do is get yourself in a gym. If you want to maintain that sexy shape and that type of thing, you need to get yourself in a gym. You have to do resistance exercise. Because you're looking at your body composition. You don't want a big, big, big belly, but you want your stomach to be as flat and your waist as small as possible. And yes, you'll have some buttocks on your legs and that kind of thing. But you need to go in a gym. You got to do little lunges, Now, you could do it home, but it depends on the weight. A lot of the times, depending on the individual, you would need stronger or higher amounts of weight. And you don't have that home in your house. You might need to go to a gym. And if you're taking out nothing out of you, you go in the gym twice for the week and you spend an hour. You get a proper instructor who know what they're doing. If you want people, I know people. I know plenty of people. And they will put you on a program and you start to get things in place. And that will help your pressure. It will help your diabetes. It will help your sleep. It will help your depression. If you're a woman going through hormonal imbalance, it's going to help you. Exercise helps with everything. But you have to understand, as to regards to what we're speaking about with arthritis, you cannot just leave it so. Because what you're going to use? Prednisolone? How much prednisolone you could use? It has steroid-induced diabetes. Prednisolone just give you diabetes depending on how long you use it. And Dr. Batson is not saying that off the top of his head. They can't give me no lawsuit for that. That in books. It have reports. There's something known as steroid-induced diabetes. You could go and read about it. Numerous doctors have written about it. Those things damage your eyesight. Any doctor, know who's a good doctor, when they give you prednisolone is not something to use for the rest of your life. You use that for the rest of your life and see how fast you're dead. And see how sick you'll get. All kind of thing will go wrong with your lungs, your liver, your kidney, and all kind of thing. And I didn't say that. The evidence is out there. So you have to understand, when we're dealing with arthritis, arthritis is what? Arthritis is parasite in your bones. How the parasite get in your bones? The parasite got in your bones because they left your intestines, and from your intestines, they went into your bloodstream, and from the bloodstream, they went to your bones. Why you have parasites in your bones? All living organisms excrete and they eat, they consume. So it's eating your nutrients, it's sucking your dry literally, and it's creating a lot of waste. Hence the reason you have an inflammatory situation. All inflammatory diseases, or all diseases in fact, cannot exist if inflammation is not over its regular amounts. Because inflammation is normal, keep that in mind. Without inflammation, you would have died already. The immune system is the system that controls inflammatory response. Yeah. So inflammation is good. But when you have excessive amounts of inflammation, that's when you're in problems. Right? And that's where Batson and Associates comes in. So let me give you the telephone numbers. Get your information. If it is you're looking, inflammation formula. You're looking for your omega with your astaxanthin. You're looking for your adjoint T. You're looking at silver with mineral formula. The alkagen water as well. So the number for Shoguna's office is located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose. Shoguna's. That number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. For Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. That office is in the Triangle building not Triangle building, my apology. It is in Red Edge Mall on the Western Main Road, St. James. And Tobago's number is 226-4553, 226-4553. And that office is located in the Money Talks building in Montrose, Shoguna's. So every single one of y'all who listening, you know somebody who they telling them about knee replacement, or they forget that. Do not go and put yourself through all that pain and that drama. And then when you're done, it only lasts in 10 years. Do you have negotiation with Almighty God that in 10 years you are going to die? Well, if you know you sign a pact with God, well, then that is your business. You could go ahead and do your thing. But I am telling you you are going to be in some problems. Keep in mind, original parts. Let's talk about cars and that time, and they have the original parts. Listen to me, it have no parts to the human body. But the original that you have, if you take care of it, you would have no need for parts. And let me tell you something, the body does fix itself. You just need, you wouldn't believe how amazing this body is and how much your body could do if you just take a little time, educate yourself, invest a little bit of money in you, because you're not putting any money in me, it's not me or Dion or your wife or your son. It's you. You can spend some money and get a proper supplement and get some water and get something and take a cleanse and take care of yourself, your own body. Nah, something can be wrong with you, man. So with that being said, I have spoken enough. Let me pass you over to Mr. Dion, who would have some, he would handle any questions, any calls, that type of thing. And we'll go from there.
Beautiful. When you say I can handle any questions, I start to feel like Dr. Green there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sorry. By the end of the year, we'll take you. You'll get you do have a change in profession. You remember you had to go to Tobago and work, and we get the new office finishing just now, so.
Oh boy! Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. You heard what's happening. We'll be visiting Mr. Green.
You understand?
All right, so you can send us a message at 333. We understand. Report the whole. Right, you can give us. You have
insurance.
I had to take a pause there to follow the whole thing.
You understand?
333-9950. You can send us a WhatsApp message at 333-9950, or you can give us a call at 624-7729, 624-7729, 625-2759. When you call, there may be some of your questions that Dr. Batson may require more information from you, and if not, and you're able to listen off air or offline, you can listen offline. All right. Listen, when you call in, please lower your radio or move away from your radio or turn off your radio, because we really want to hear what you have to say. All right. So make sure when you call, turn your radio off, move away from your radio, or just lower it right down. Don't listen to Dr. Batson on the radio. Listen on the phone. All right. And if you are sending a message to us, please be really concise and getting as much information as you can. So let's see how we can. So, and let me say this again: we try to take the messages in order, and maybe by what we consider some may be really, really concerning, and so we will try to take messages. So as opposed to what's happening if someone has cancer to what could I use to my skin, we will judge based on that. All right. So let's see how we go here. So 624-7729, 625-2759, or you can send us a WhatsApp message or voice note to 333. Let's see who's there. Hello, good morning. Welcome. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Dr. Batson.
Good morning. Good morning. Suzanne? Is this Suzanne? Or that sounds like Suzanne, so?
Sounds like Suzanne.
Yes.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Batson. My head is swollen. I feel like something is in it. When I shake my head, I feel like something shaking in it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, okay, we seem to be having some problem with that call, but this person says that her ear seems to be swollen. Seems like there's something in it, Dr. Batson.
Right.
How would you like to respond to that?
Her ears is swollen, you said?
Yeah, I think something is. She says she feels like there's something in it. It's swollen, so I'm guessing possibly on the inside or somewhere.
possibility. She might have to go and get her checked out. That's serious. Maybe something went into your air, and it's causing a problem. The thing is, and this is not to make anyone sound unsanitary or anything like that, but sometimes you're sleeping and things could actually crawl along in your ears. That's something you need to be very careful of. So monitor it. If it becomes very serious and very painful, then you need to definitely go to a practitioner and have them look at it properly. They might need to have to take out something from there. Other than that, there are things that you could actually put into the air itself to clean your air. They always tell you this, you're not supposed to push, which is a bad habit we have. We like to take hairpins and piece of thing and push it in your ears, and that's not what you're supposed to do. There are different liquids that they have that you could actually throw into the air, and a lot of the wax and those things would raise up. So, as I said, you can get one of those if it is not something severe, but if you find you getting a lot of pain and discomfort, then you should definitely go and see a doctor.
Beautiful. 624-7729, 625-2759. Let's see who's there. Hello, good morning, welcome. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
I did some hygiene recently, and I have the report, and it said it starts signs of initial stages of cataract. So I would like to come in to see the doctor and have them make the report on how best they can help out evade surgery.
Okay, so let me see if I get this. Okay, so let me see if I get it. She said she did a eye test, and there was something that was discovered problematic.
Yeah, they said that she seems to be in early stages of cataract.
Oh, okay. Well, we could deal with that, man. You could always bring the report for me. Someone on Facebook is asking if I read blood reports or if we read blood reports. Yes, we do. I can understand them quite well, anyone, right? So, of course, I could give you guidance as regards to, whether you're doing the consultation or in addition to the test that we do, because I'm a big advocate of the blood analysis and what that actually is able to show and help persons. But definitely we could help that. Cataract is not something hard to deal with, especially when it's early. Early cataracts are the easier ones to deal with. It's the mature cataract. Some of y'all have cataracts for years. Those are the hard ones to deal with, because they remember, cataract is mineral buildup on the lens of the eye, and a lot of sometimes protein and all those type of things. So it's a matter of having a consistently dirty eye over a period of time and not really paying attention to it. And specific jobs make it easier for you to get cataract. If you work in a lot of dust, there's something called pterygium, which is like a growth on the eye. Anybody who works in dust gets that. You find barbers have it, because hair technically could be considered as dust or dust particles, because in a barber shop you're dealing with a lot of fine hair particles, dust particles. All those things get in your eyes. If you're a seamstress or a tailor, same thing. You're cutting cloth. One of the most dustiest places you could come across is in a seamstress or a tailor shop. Then those of you who work in oil and gas, you have all those chemicals that you inhale if you're a welder. So those are things, and that's why I tell persons with the eye optics formula, you just need to get yourself organized and start to use it, especially as a proactive approach. There are a lot of eye drops that you have, they're re-wetting drops, and none of those eye drops compare to eye optics formula, because what eye optics formula does, it removes metabolic waste from your eyes. Very few eye drops could do that. So it literally cleans the eyes out. That's why a lot of times, sometimes you use it, you get burning. I tell persons, you don't stop using it, just make sure and shake it up and use one drop in each eye twice for the day, as opposed to the 2 drops. In some cases, we'll give you the MSM drop, which you'll use the MSM 15 minutes before, and then 15 minutes subsequent to that, you would use the eye optics formula, and you'll get the results that you're looking for. If you have really severe cataract, then we have the Sincera eye drop, which is the one that we use for mature cataracts. So definitely you could get help in either of those situations. Glaucoma, cataract, detached retina, you're going to get help with those eye drops that we have, and the eye drops can be used along with the eye drop that the doctor has recommended for you.
All right, so let's see who's there. Hello, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I speak to Dr. Batson, please?
He's hearing you. Go ahead.
Man.
Oh, Dr. Batson, this is Miss Eura Charles.
Hey, Miss Charles, how you doing? Long time, man.
Long time. I am, my foot burning me a lot. What can I use for that?
You're getting burning where in the foot?
In my feet and my hands cramping.
Repeat that. Oh, which area you said you're getting the burning?
Pardon me?
Which area you're
You
getting the
just need to
burning?
load. You need to load down your radio, or I don't know if you're very close to your radio, but we're getting some feedback.
Okay, I will do it down.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, my feet and my hands are very crampy and my foot burn me a lot. What can I use for that?
Okay, well that sounds like circulation. So this I would recommend.
Circulation?
Yeah, so like this. When last you use the circulation tea and the water and stuff, the water and the santulan.
Well, I use the circulation tea, but I don't have the water.
Okay.
I have a lot of. I don't have the inflammation tea and all of that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you use this,
I bought a lot of teas there, so
Right.
I'm using the circulation tea. I have a few packets of circulation tea, you know. So I don't know what again I could use. I hear you talking about inflammation tea.
the inflammation, the inflammation formula. But tell me something. If you're using, so when you use the circulation tea, does it help you with the burning situation?
No, but I'm using the inflammation tea quite a while now.
The circulation tea.
About 2 months now.
Right. So
I took a few packets to last me a few months.
okay, good. So the
I
question.
know I'm already about 6 in the package now.
Okay, no, good. So listen to the question I'm asking you. The burning that you're having, since you use the circulation tea a month, 2 months now, did you get any improvement whatsoever? Did you?
I didn't get any improvement from it.
So you're still getting
I
burning.
have to rub foot and a socks and all. I didn't see any improvement.
All right, well, here what you need to do. You need to come and give me a visit. Come. Let me do that. Let's do the scan and do that blood analysis and see what's going on. So it could be a combination of circulation and nerves.
When I get come, you have to make an appointment with the come?
Yeah, well, call Shogunas now and speak to Miss Ramdan, and I'll give you a 15. I'll 15 in one of the days.
Miss Ramdan?
Yeah, Miss Karishma.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll organize and I'll let you come and I'll let them do the test on you and I'll review it and I'll let you know what's going on.
Okay. She'll give me an appointment to come in.
Yes, she would.
All right, then, Jason, thanks very much.
No problem, my dear.
Yes, Miss Charles.
Yes, Miss Charles.
Oh my. Hello, good morning, welcome. Hey, good morning, Mr. Santa Cruz.
Good morning. You come in like you're singing parang there, boy.
Yeah, from Santa Cruz.
Dr. Batson,
Yes, sir.
is eye disease hereditary or is it contagious? Eye disease, is it hereditary or is it contagious? Thank you.
Well, it depends on the it depends on the eye disease that you're talking about. If you have like what they call red eye, which is what conjunctivitis, that is you could pass that from
It's contagious.
Yeah, that's contagious. You put your hands, you touch somebody, touch you, that is the day everybody has red eye. But as regards to things like cataract, glaucoma, detached retina, I believe in some instances you could be born into a family that may not have as healthy eyes as you would like. But like with everything else, you know, we say genetic load the gun, lifestyle pull the trigger. So it's a matter of you now getting certain things done and taking care of yourself in order to correct that situation. Because I always tell people, I come from a family of very bad diabetics. But I believe there were a lot of things that they were doing, especially as I'm older now and I could look in retrospect as to what they were doing in terms of their diet, lack of exercise, lack of hydration, that type of thing, that actually caused them to be diabetic in the first place. I always tell persons, I'm 42. The last time I drank a soft drink, I was like maybe about 6 years or something. I don't drink that. I do not use excessive amounts of sugar. I try my utmost to be a little sensible in the thing. Because as I said, you know, genetic load the gun, lifestyle pull the trigger. If you already genetically disadvantaged. Why would you go and eat badly to make yourself even worse? And that's what a lot of people do not understand. There are some people, well, you know, I come from a family, we little big. Okay, you come from a family, you know, they have a size issue, and you're going to go and sit down and eat ice cream and cake and fried chicken. Really? Really? And then you go say, well, I come from a family and all that we big. All they had to be big because all the licorice, all eating things all they're not supposed to be eating. So you need to change that situation. That's like me saying I come from a family that had diabetes, but I drinking soft drink, drinking. I can remember the last time I drank juice. And you could not like juice more than me. I remember when I was younger, you know how much lime tree I killed? My grandfather tell me, he said, boy, you wouldn't be able to make no children. All this lime juice you're drinking. When I come home from school long time, every time I must get a lime, and I have my brown sugar and I make him a lime juice. I did love a juice, you know. Love it. But when I get older and I get sense, and of course, being in this profession, I realize that, you know, those things are not good for me. And it just somehow, all I love a juice. But let me tell you something, your belly just start to get big. Nothing is get your belly bigger than soft drink, juice. That the amount of sugar in that, you're going to have a big, wrong belly. You're going to be looking like a ball. If you want to look like a ball with foot or an egg with foot, if you want to be Humpty Dumpty, no problem. But you need to do something about that. You know what? Imagine an egg with foot. That's how some people is looking. You look like an egg with foot. That's not looking good. I tell them nothing to spoil our outfit like a big belly. It is the most aggravating thing. Watch me, the clothes and all vex at you. It does not look good. And nobody not thinking. You have to have the little self-respect for yourself. If you have a girl and she like fat big belly man, and to keep your relationship going, better man, you keep your big belly to keep your woman. If you are female and you have a mister and your husband like you and you're big and wrong and rosy, baby girl, you keep your fat self there and keep your man. I am not breaking up nobody marriage. I ain't breaking up nobody living. But me personally, not getting no big and fat and wrong and no woman tell me she like me because my belly big. Darling, you'll have to get a next man. Because I am not going through that. That is not healthy for me, and it does not look good. Nothing. Two things that spoil our outfit. And remember this, all I could say, Dr. Batson say this. I don't put this in a ad now. Nothing that spoil our outfit better than a walking stick and a big belly. Can you imagine wear a nice dress, your lady, you're going to a little wedding. Oh God, and you have to be hiding with the pulse. Watch me, and it has some people just try to hide a big belly, and the more you try to hide the bellies, the more the belly stick out. It don't look good. You're a man, you have a big belly, them button and them kissing. Sometimes you see the button and them coming like the button telling button go wrong. It does not look good.
Some people say because how the country going now, you had to have real belly to live in.
Well, look how I go on there. I go on migrate. Because me, I ain't going through that, brother. I ain't going through that. Nothing to spoil. That just looks so terrible. You put on a jersey, it look bad. You put on a shirt, and the thing with people like that, they just put on the clothes and vex with the clothes, you know. Oh God, this jacket ain't looking good. Oh God, this jersey looking good. Them women, oh God, the dress ain't looking good.
It's the clothes problem.
Like it's the clothes fault. You're big. You need to lose some weight, man. So come down the road, get up a sand to land. Imagine a button telling a button go wrong. Because the button and them so thing up together, the button and them kissing. Button telling button go wrong. It had no room here for me.
Let me see who's there. Oh my goodness. Hello, good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning to the Detox. I want to find out from the Detox fertility program. But I hear lady was talking about something.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned remedy was going to say take a one that you will use and then eat it. Yes. And a drop in the air to help the pain and thing. I don't know if that remedy is true or not, but that the old time remedy I learned from my grandparents and thing. Right? The next thing when I hear somebody lime juice something, but why does do? I just still use lime juice. Lime juice only with a little ginger. I just make that communicate. Right? That and the real is our boss.
Nice.
Right? I am in more country area.
Right.
I still have the bush, lemongrass. You name it, I have it. St. John bush, because a lot of people nobody St. John bush.
Right.
I have a lot of that down in my area. Like in Buenos Aires area.
Buenos Aires.
Yeah, Buenos Aires.
Yeah. People lack of knowledge.
True.
Thank you for sharing.
So we as the older people sometimes we're not teaching the younger ones. The lack of knowledge
True.
is where it's not most of us right now.
True.
I would like to get a direct number for the doctor. So if you're not, I'll give my number where you can contact me. Because I have a lot of herbs down here. If you're interested in getting some of them herbs down here, don't go free of charge. You have to pay for it.
All right. I appreciate that, man. Don't worry, go work out something. Well, yeah, give him the number and I'll take it and I'll contact you, man.
330.
What?
330-5028.
330-5028. 5028.
Yes, so you can contact them because don't have a lot of better questions.
What's the name?
A lot of people know about it. They have a lot of benefit outside.
What's the name, sir?
Clifton Richardson.
Mr. Clifton.
Yeah, because since I using all them things, I just suffered plenty pain and thing. I couldn't take no fan breeze. Right now I'm taking a level fan breeze.
He's taking a level fan breeze. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't take it when I really fan breeze it to my pain, and I can do it all the breeze. And through that, I get to know more and more about the herbs, and every day I learn something new about the herbs.
Very good.
What's your age, sir?
60. I will be 62 this year, October.
Oh, 62. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Clifton. God bless you.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, Mr. Clifton, thanks for that, man. Yeah, and you know, interestingly, I know about the one that you will with the air situation. Eh?
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I just be very careful what I tell people on the radio, because see, the thing is, what a lot of persons have to understand in preparations of anything that you're doing, sanitation is, you need to be very you got to be sanitary in what you're doing. So you don't want to go and do that, and you know the situation not clean, and you're gonna put that down inside the head, you know, then you have more problems. But in terms of once you do it sanitary, I think that's actually a very good remedy. It's something I had used that up to sometime last year. I think water had gone in my ears when I was washing my hair or something like that. And you know, the old people are saying, usually when water go in your ear, something my great grandmother teach me, you take water, you keep it in your mouth, and you leave it there for a little while. You get warm after a while, or close, slightly heated, and you just take it and you put it so, and you do so. And it really came out. No, serious, that is good, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, when water go in your ear. But the thing is, like, apart from the water, because it's only when I realized the water started to come dirty in the shower, but I didn't realize it until afterwards. So anyway, so something apparently happened there, and that is what I use. I use the one that it will. So, you know, I really appreciate that. You know, my thing with persons, there are a lot of natural things that you could use. He talked about the lime. I use lime with molasses and ginger, which my guys are real. You want nothing with that. Lime, molasses, and ginger. And you wouldn't believe how good that is taste. And it's healthy for you.
What is this for?
No, that's just like...
What do you mean lime, molasses, and ginger? What are you making with
that? You're making juice with it, but you're not putting any sugar. So you put a small amount. I'll have to get the measurements correct, and next program I'll tell persons the measurement. But you're using lime.
That's like a
lime
like
or a rough skin lemon. You use molasses and you use ginger. Watch me, that thing is lush. And you know that is something that the Venezuelans do something with lime and molasses. And that's actually a drink that they have. It's very popular. No sugar in it. But I did the lime, molasses, and ginger. And that's something you actually give children to drink and that kind of thing. You're not putting any sugar inside of that. As the old people say, it have a kind of brackish taste. But the advantage with that, because remember, lime have benefit, ginger have benefit, and molasses have benefit. So if you have children and you give them a glass of that to drink, you have no problem there.
But you're drinking this chilled or just...
Yeah, you could do it. You could do it chilled. I mean, you know, I am not a big advocate of cold water, but I mean, if you're having a beverage like that, yeah, you could have it chilled. It's not a problem. But that is real lush. And the good thing about it, it is something healthy. It's something healthy. You have no sugar in that. That ain't causing no problems. You get an overall... excuse me, women who have a problem with menstrual cycle, headache, and you use that, you're gonna get some benefit from it. You can't lose out on that.
All right.
Okay.
But let me just repeat it because some people send me a message and ask, what did Dr. Batson say again? So you said that lime, molasses, and ginger.
The measurement, what I'll do, I'll get the measurement because I make my own. I got custom, so I manage shooting. But I'll give you a proper measurement. Next week, please, God, I will give them that. God's will.
All right. All right, no problem. All right, so guys, we're gonna go to WhatsApp and take some of the WhatsApp messages. We have to look at those folks. We have a lot, so let's see how many we can get in. All right, so someone is asking here, good morning, Dr. Batson. I'm in menopause. What can I do for bone health? Thank you.
Okay, so she is in menopause, and okay, but usually the thing is, when you're going through menopause, post-menopause, there are a lot of challenges they could experience. Problems with your bones, depression, anxiety, sleeping problem. Nerve Restore is a big product that I like. I mean, to standards, it is not an expensive product. You can't use anything like one capsule with your breakfast every other day. If things really bad with you with the sleep and that type of thing, then you could use it every day, the first bottle, and then maybe from the second bottle, you use every other day. In some cases, you might be really badly off and you might have to, one bottle might last you 15 days, where you may have to take one with breakfast, one with dinner. But the thing is, once you do that at least for a month, the results are astronomical. So if you're looking at somebody with a bone situation, as I mentioned, with the CMOS, that type of thing you could use. In addition to that, you want to use like the mineral formula is a good thing that we carry at Batson and Associates. The joint tea, we actually getting teas in this week coming here. So because we were kind of low on some of the teas. So we're getting joint, we'll have circulation, liver, kidney, lungs, you name it. And those teas usually help a lot with a number of issues in the body. The Omega with the astaxanthin is a very good product for pain. I had persons who had severe back pain, and you really need to organize certain things where that is concerned. Very, very important. Right. So once you do that, you're going to get some results there.
All right. So let's take another question here. Dr. Batson, what can be used for shoulder pain in rotator cuff tendinitis? Shoulder pain in shoulder pain, and then they said that is rotator cuff.
That's usually the rotator cuff. The thing is, if you have rotator cuff tendinitis, it could have been as a result of a sport injury. Maybe the person used to lift weights, they maybe used to play things like volleyball or games with rackets like tennis, badminton, that type of thing. Usually, that's an inflammatory situation. So you need to deal with the inflammation internally, and then you may have to do some structural manipulation. So you may need to see a chiropractor. I could always recommend somebody for you. Physiotherapists could help, but most of the time I find physiotherapists help with basic aspect depending on what it is. But when you have a serious musculoskeletal system problem, I believe is the chiropractor, the people to help you. Right? So that's something that you can do. As regards to the products we carry at Batson and Associates that will help you with that, inflammation formula, the inflammation formula, the Omega with the astaxanthin, the mineral formula. That silver, the mineral formula, is very good for musculoskeletal pain and arthritis because it's going to kill the parasite in the bones. I remember there was a time I had a client who came from me. She was a nurse, came to me rather. She was a nurse from Canada. And she came to Trinidad and someone told her about us. And she had bad arthritic pain, bad arthritic pain. And that was one of the things that we gave her. And up to this day, she's a client of mine. That was like about 5 years. She's still my client. I don't see her often, but she would send and get what she needs to get and that type of thing. So that's something that you could look into. The silver with the mineral formula, the inflammation formula, the Omega with the astaxanthin, and the joint tea. And throw in some water and santulan there.
Okay, Dr. Batson, this person is asking here, what is the possibility of your fallopian tubes being blocked, and what could unblock it?
The thing is, if you have blocked fallopian tube, there are a number of things. There's a product that we carry called uterine formula. It was actually cyst and fibroid formula before, and then we did an upgrade to it and we changed the name simply because women would come and say, well, I don't have any cyst and fibroid, so I don't need to use that. But the product is really a product for uterine health and hormonal balance. That's going to help with that situation. Santulan is going to help. There are some other combinations that we could do for you that will help you in that situation. But definitely, Because you don't want to take the chance and getting pregnant with blocked fallopian tube. You are going to be in some problems. Well, no, let me just say that. In some cases, you would not be able to get pregnant. Or in some cases, you may have issues in the tube and you end up with ectopic pregnancy, which is emergency surgery, and you will lose that tube. All right? So that's something you need to be very careful of.
All right. So this person is asking here, good morning, Doc. If your blood is thick and it sends out dark marks on your skin, how can I get rid of the marks, and what to use for the blood not to get thick? That's open your thing, Dr. Batson.
You're going back. You're going back. You forget you just did a jumpy that is suck finger. Careful. Right. The thing is, not necessarily. The thing is, if your blood is very thick, you need to. Now there are some people. Let's see, they're sending me back to school here. There's something called here. There's a particular acronym they use in medicine. Is it your RNI, boy? Anyway, it shows the thickness of your blood. So some people tend to be prone to that situation. There are some genetic disorders that can cause that, but generally, it has a lot to do with your green intake. There are some people, that some people don't eat anything greener. That's how they end up. Yeah, that's some people, nothing green they have on their plate at all. And that is, if you check years ago, that's how people ended up with sickle cell. This thing what they call it sickle cell and tell you about you have a sickle cell trait and you have a thalassemia trait and a this trait. All blood disorders are usually from people who do not eat greens. And if you doing it, it was an ancestral trait where your parents wasn't doing it. Okay? So that's something that you need to pay very close attention to. And try your best and make some adjustments.
So that red spot, and that's why I said it. Some people wake
because
up with red spots.
It begins to clot, you see. So that person has a very serious situation because you could end up with something known as DVT, which is deep vein thrombosis, where you actually have the veins. There's a test that an ultrasound of your legs is called a Doppler. So usually when doctors do Doppler on you, they're going to look at the different blood vessels in the legs. And they're going to look to see the clearance that the blood vessel has. They look to see whether the veins are collapsed, how healthy the veins are, how healthy the walls of the veins are, that type of thing. So that is a dietary change that one is going to have to make. They're going to have to increase. What I suggest that person does, they need to look at the water intake. Your body weight divided by 2 ounces. That's the first thing you need to do. If it is you, try and get some alkagen water. Once you up your water to your body weight divided by 2 ounces, then you go to Santulan and the circulation tea. And then subsequent to that, then you could actually start to use some ginger and turmeric at home. With the ginger and turmeric, I recommend you use it like twice a week, and you use like an inch. The problem with a lot of people is that they overuse turmeric. Turmeric is a good thing, but it's something that could be dangerous because turmeric is a blood thinner. So you can't be using aspirin and going and use turmeric. You're going to kill yourself. And when you're using turmeric, you don't use it too often. It depends on your health situation. I could always give advice depending on the situation. Excuse me. What I often tell persons is that you use an inch. So you know how to measure an inch, right? Usually these lines you see by your fingers here is usually an inch. So you cut a piece of that, you grate it, or you put it in an oyster. I just blend up mine, and then I throw the hot water on it. With the ginger, I leave it there, and there's my tea, and I would drink it. But you do that like about twice a week. Do not drink that every day. You're going to weaken yourself. Right? There are a lot of good things out there, but you have to have direction. It's just like aloes too. Aloes is a very good thing, but you have to know. And when you're using aloes, you need to peel it properly. Once that green part stay there, you in gripe. Aloes could cause women to bleed excessively when their monthly periods come. So you have to know how you're using, what you're using, when you're using, how much to use. That's very important. All right?
All right. So someone is asking here, let me see. Can you repeat the formula for bad knees and what can be done for Parkinson's disease?
Okay, so the formula for bad knee. Oh, I was telling them the CMOS, oats, So, okay. So if you're using CMOS, well, people, you don't want to prepare CMOS, right? So you're looking at maybe half cup of CMOS, half to a quarter cup of oats. Your yogurt could be like about 2 tablespoons of the yogurt. And then you choose your fruit. So whether it's banana, you want to use pawpaw, whatever fruit you like. You could use a piece of carrot if you want that type of thing. You blend that in your pasteurizer and you drink it. Of course, you add water accordingly. So the thing with when you're doing smoothies, I am a person, I like measurement, but when I do my smoothies, I get accustomed. So when I use in my smoothie, you can put a little molasses in that, like a teaspoon of molasses. At Batson and Associates, we carry blackstrap unsulfured molasses that is in a glass container. Do not use molasses that is in plastic, please. You're going to end up in some problems because that molasses is going to pull things from that. It's going to leach the plastic and cause some problems, okay? So that's something you could check. We have that at Batson and Associates as well. And once you do that, you could drink that on a daily basis. It would help. As I said, there's a product we carry called Inflammation Formula. Big product that has helped so many persons. Very popular. As well as the joint tea, the silver or the mineral formula as well. Dion, you look perplexed. Somebody sent a question that aggravate you.
Okay, so this person is saying, "Good morning. I have a friend who hasn't had a bowel movement in months, and he has a blocked colon. He refuses to drink water. What advice can you give that person?"
I want to answer about the radio. He is a male?
Yeah, it's a male.
He playing the fool. If he does he make up his mind, you want to dead, like you want to make you will and thing and stop wasting big people time. You can't have a problem with your bowels and you don't like water, you're refusing to drink water. That doesn't make any sense. People have to understand that when it comes to, let me tell you something here. Of all the organs in the human body, let me tell you something. You have 2 organs you don't play the fool with. You don't play with them organs. You know why? They don't play with you. And I call them unforgiving organs. You see your kidney and your bowels, your colon, don't play with them 2 fellas. Don't play at all. They're not your friend. Take my advice. In everything that you do, always take care of your colon and take care of your kidney. Take my advice. Your liver too, but your liver is an organ, is a very robust organ. Your liver could take licks, but it's still an organ if it get bad. But the thing is, the organ could take some licks. You could bring back an organ, you could bring back a liver easy. You see, kidney, if you come to me and I see a kidney report and I tell you I cannot help you, take what I tell you, there's nobody else, possibly in Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, you might have to go India somewhere to get somebody to help you. Because very few people train to do that. And I am one of them. You don't play with those 2 organs, which is why if you're hypertensive, you do not play with your kidneys. I always tell people that some of you hard, now they have a high blood pressure and taking about 15 tablets for hypertension, including a diuretic. When all is required of you is to change your water, change up your diet, do some exercise, and use little 1 or 2 supplements to get that blood pressure down. Do not play with that because you're going to end up on a dialysis machine, which is our next unforgiving treatment because anybody on dialysis is not happy people. I just always tell them that. All right? So an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. And the next one is your colon. So that goodly gentleman needs to realize that he's breaking one of the fundamental rules of the body, which is hydration. And your colon, keep in mind, when you are dehydrated, your body takes water from where first? Your intestines. Then it's going to take water from the stool. So that's how you're going to end up constipated. So why do yourself that? What is taking out of you to drink some water? So you need to do better than that. You really need to do better than that. Okay, let me just give you those clinic telephone numbers quickly because I know our time is coming down just now. Shoguana's number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261 for the office in Debe. Debe is the corner of Ramsonwood Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James' number is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And that office is in the on the Western Main Road, Red Edge Mall in St. James. And Tobago is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. That number is 226-4553. Again, 226-4553. Let me give you a note. If you want to have healthy kidneys, make sure your fiber intake is very high. So you need a lot of fiber in the diet. Use a little flaxseed, grounded flaxseed. Get some chia seeds. Chia seeds is not $1 million again in the grocery now. Easy. You take a tablespoon of chia, you mix it in some water, you leave it. It gets like a kind of jelly kind of thing. Drink it. If you could do that every day, it's going to help, especially if you're diabetic. Right? And that's something you need to pay very close attention to as well. Keep in mind again, we are live on our Facebook platforms. We have Mother's May, that promotion where you can win so many good prizes. What you need to do is like, share, leave a comment, and you would qualify yourself where that is concerned. And of course, someone else who sees those videos or the information would benefit. Back to you, Dion.
All right, someone is asking here, what can be done to get rid of a non-cancerous tumor on the head or pancreas? On the head of the pancreas. Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a treatment protocol for you. You're gonna have to get the that's silver with mineral formula, inflammation formula. No cold water again. Cold water completely out of your diet. You have to take all that from there. You're gonna need some circulation tea. The liver gonna have to be dealt with as well, because that's gonna help in removing that. There's some enzymes as well. That person gonna have to do a protocol. They're gonna have to either call or they have to come and see us. But that's a situation. We actually help persons with tumors on the pituitary gland. There was someone who I had, and the person was quite young actually. They had removed a tumor already, and then it regrew. And that's what you have to look at. There are some people, you can become prone to tumors because of your lifestyle, because of your exposure to different chemicals and that kind of thing. So if you are one of those persons, then you need to deal with the root cause of the problem so that it doesn't repeat itself and it doesn't consistently come back. All right, but definitely we can deal with that. I might just need some more information to guide you properly.
All right, so someone is, okay, let me take this in. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm calling from Tobago.
Oh, nice to have you.
A regular listen to the program, but I missed something. You were saying something with lime, molasses, and ginger. I would like to know, what is that good for?
Okay, right. So this, yeah, so I give myself homework, so I really had to come back next week here because I know you all will remind me. So the thing is, what it will do, I mean, think about it. Look at ginger. What's the benefits of ginger? Ginger is anti-inflammatory. It helps with circulation. It's very good for blood pressure. Molasses. Molasses is like a nutrient-dense food. It has a lot of minerals in there. Manganese, selenium. Does it have chromium? Boy, I believe, yeah, chromium. So it is going to help. Is a very good blood builder as well. And then, of course, the lime, where we know the benefits of lime, anti-cancer. You have your vitamin C, that kind of thing. So you can't go wrong. That's just a nice replacement for juice for you and your family, especially children. And it is a healthier option. Okay? So next week, please, God, I'm going to make sure and remember and give you all the measurement. But take what I'm telling you, it is lush. It is really lush. You heard the gentleman call and say he just makes the lime with the ginger. I just threw in the molasses. And I had got drunk the molasses with the lime, and then I decided to add the ginger to it. And I just find, whoa, it's lush. That's like I was telling somebody the other day, I miss ginger beer. Because I find that was actually a sensible drink. But I don't know. They don't make ginger beer the way my great-grandmother used to make it, boy. But she had a way she used to do that. And she used to put it in a bottle, this wrong bottle, and put it outside in the sun. And you know, the old people had the way of doing the thing. But that was actually a really healthy drink.
All right, Dr. Batson, someone is saying that they're having burning under their feet and on their heel area. Could you tell me possibly what's the cause and what do you have for inflammation?
The thing is, once you're talking about burning, anytime you get in what they call pins and needles, you feel like thing walking on you, that is a combination of circulation that has now caused and nerve problem. So it's usually referred to as neuropathy. Some people, their foot feel cold. Some people have no feeling. They feel like burning under their feet. Now, that could be a very frustrating situation. But the point is, if you have reached to that situation, then things have already gotten really bad. That doesn't mean that it cannot be reversed or improved. What it means is that you just have some work to do. And a lot of people don't like to do the work because it would require, for example, the use of, you cannot use cold water. You have to take out the milk out of the diet. You have to take out a number of things. You can't use processed food because poor circulation is a serious thing. And by extension, poor circulation or neuropathy caused by poor circulation is even worse. So that's where you experience it. And to fix the nerve restore will help. There are different things that we could use. The circulation tea, the joint tea, inflammation formula, mineral formula with the silver, santulan, alkagen water. But it's a process. Just like there are some people who, they might have problem with their veins and poor you go on some surgeon tell you, let's strip your veins. Are you a mad person? You don't do that. Emergency, if you have emergency and the vein open, well, then you have no choice in the matter. You leave it to get so bad. But if it is not like that and it starts to give problem, why would you go and strip your veins? I know people who have stripped veins and they have no feet now. None. They are amputees with prosthetics. Because surgically, I would like a surgeon to explain to me how you strip a vein. Because from my knowledge, even though I'm not a surgeon, I'm not dum-dum, from my knowledge of anatomy and physiology, practical and theoretically, I do not understand how surgically you could strip a vein. That's going to cause problems. It's going to, most of those people, they end up with bad ulcers and you don't strip veins. Why are you going to strip a vein? You could have what kind of varicose vein? I've seen some people, I deal with people with some varicose vein, watch me them vein and then stand up, people watch me the vein and then stand up on these people's foot, And now they have no more varicose veins. Why? They did the work that it took. And the problem with a lot of people is you're impatient. You can't be sick from the fountain of the world. When God said, let there be light, you appear with your sick self and expect now to come and do things for 1 month and get better. Come on, man. You need to be more practical than that. I do not do witchcraft, voodoo, obia, none of those things. I have no fairy dust, no pixie dust that is sprinkled on people. I have very good products. And we keep improving that. I have a very good protocol, or we have a very good protocol in terms of dealing with persons, and that's based on my education skill setting thing, which and I'm always getting better and better, and I always try to learn from anybody. I tell people I am one of those persons. I am very open-minded, and I'm not saying everything that comes to me I'm going to accept, but I'm open-minded. I take things into consideration because our mind works best when it is open. Once you are closed-minded individual, something is wrong with you. And the unfortunate thing is sometimes we have some doctors who, not criticizing, because I work with a lot of them are my colleagues, but a lot of them very narrow-minded and closed-minded, where they tell you, don't use this and don't use, they cannot tell you, a doctor can't tell you don't use herbs because he wasn't trained, he or she was not trained, and therefore they need to shut up. And I say that blatantly without, it annoys me when I hear that. Do not criticize what you do not know. You have not experienced anything, you are not experienced in nutrition, in diet ethics, shut up. Write your prescription to people for your metformin, your glucophage, your diamicron, and bat in your lane and stay in your crease. You stay right there. Leave the herbs and leave nutritional medicine to people like Batson and them. And that is all I have to say. Because it aggravates me when people come to talk that nonsense, but they went by the doctor and the doctor tell them, don't take a cleanse. How a doctor could tell you don't take a cleanse and hear the foolishness a client tell me, and this client is an international client. They came to me. We gave them some things, clean. Watch me, people feeling good enough. They're happy. The woman used nerve resource. She said, Dr. Batson, that's the best product I ever used. I'm sleeping like a baby. The husband used Santulan. He said, boy, this thing working. Even male function, he find improved because they're cleaning the blood and thing. So when they go on by the doctor for the regular checkup and thing, he said, Dr. Batson, I said, let me just ask this person about it. So he asked the doctor, what is your take on cleanse and detoxing? You know what the doctor tell him? No, that don't work. That you don't need to do that. That's where your liver and kidney for. I was like, really? So that's like saying, well, okay, don't brush your teeth. You shouldn't brush your teeth. Why does brush your teeth? You should stop brush your teeth. Why does brush your teeth? Saliva could clean your mouth. So that's what saliva for then. Listen to me. Let people, if he's a barber, stick to cutting hair. He's a seamstress, stick to sewing. He's a tailor, stick to making suits. He's a mason, stick to building house. That's all I have to say. If you don't know something, you do not know. Because you can't go by a mason and ask him how to bake bread. He is not a baker. Say, brother man, I know to pop wall and to plaster and that kind of thing. That's why I know. I do not know bread. Go by a baker. And the same with doctors, and it's the same thing with me. If you come and ask me about specific type surgery, I cannot answer you. I have to refer you to somebody else because I don't know. That is not my profession, right? So don't criticize something that could help persons. There isn't anyone that has ever, the mass majority, came to us and used what we recommended and did not get results. So much so, they got so much results a lot of the times, their own medical doctor, because of the readings that they get with the blood pressure and the sugar, they had no other choice but to take them off of the medication. You trying to tell me that is not good news? You trying to tell me it have no doctor in the world who could say that is not something good? If they say that, they're lying. They need to go and change the profession, go and sell cow house or something because you don't care about people and you're a liar, you're not honest. You cannot tell me you was using 50. People come to me using all kind of 25 tablets. God knows why and who gave them that I don't know. You're using nifedipine, atenolol, you're using Lasix, you're using aspirin, you're using diamicron, Dionil, you're using insulin, you're using Crestor, you're using Vastorel, you're using Coreg because your heart ain't good. Or you're using a sedative. How you could be using all of that? Nobody asks you how much water you just drink. They ask you how much time you is going to the toilet because somehow you're getting bowel movement once a month. You can't get better. And you're taking 25 tablets. That individual that I'm referring to, you know how much medication that person taking now? Watch me, this woman thinks so good with her. The last time the office called and asked her, Madam Lady out some way. She living in Tonga, you know what she is? She in Point 14. She gone to help she sister clean she house. You feeling so good. You could leave where you're living in town to go in Point 14 by your sister to clean that house. Why? Because she feeling good. Pressure reading good, sugar reading good. And she off the only medication she taking now is two medication. Because the readings start to read so good. The bowel movement start to adjust, the weight and everything, that she feeling good. When she going back to the doctor said, Mom, I don't know what it is you do. And I say, based on what she tell me, the doctor say, but look at your pressure, look how you looking, look at your skin, even the kidneys and all start to improve. So there is no results. So what it is an ego thing then. I better than you, you better than me. It has nothing to do with ego. We concern about the patients. At the end of the day, I could be dealing with 10 doctors and one patient. My concern is not the 10 doctors. My concern is the patient. Because I want the patient get the results when I done my work done. Understand that. All right? All right, Mr. Dion.
Let me just ask these because time is upon us now. Yeah. So let me see if I can get in some really good questions really quick. Someone is saying here, Dr. Batson, this person is sending this message outside of Trinidad. Mm-hmm. This person says, good morning. I have an issue with sleep apnea. I'm not overweight by any means or have any airway obstruction. I awake in the morning and can see a dark line from the corner of my eye downwards. Mm-hmm. Can this be nutritional by any chance? Your thoughts, please. I'm not in Trinidad.
Okay.
I was diagnosed by a sleep clinic.
The thing is, sleep clinics, sleep apnea, you don't have to be obese to have sleep apnea. And that's one of the things I'll do later on. Yeah, I need to do some kind of sleep clinic because so many people suffering from problems with sleep. But the thing is, sleep is a central nervous system function. And a lot of the times, things just out of balance. So the thing is, the way I would look at things, as opposed to maybe a Western doctor, or someone trained in Ayurvedic medicine, Chinese holistic medicine, naturopathic medicine, whatever the case may be, it might be a little different. But the objective in what I do is always to find the root cause of the problem. So if you have a sleep situation, I would start to deal with the central nervous system. You're not in Trinidad, so there are some of our products that you wouldn't be able to get yet. But as I said, we almost this close to finishing that particular situation because of so many things that we had to deal with. But definitely, what you need to do, look at your water intake. That's one. I don't know if you exercise. If you do not exercise, I suggest you start to do, you could just do some brisk walking, maybe 3 times through the week. The situation with the line across the eye could be possible macular degeneration, which is something that we all can get. There's something known as age-related macular degeneration. And I would make some recommendations for you, but contact the 1-868-314-9975 number. Again, that would be area code 868-314-9975. And contact that number, I'll get onto you, and let me see what I could recommend for you that you can get there in the meantime, and then we work out what it is you can get from us, kind of thing. But definitely that situation could be corrected. And I'm glad you said that you're not overweight, you don't have any airway obstruction. It would be interesting to know how they diagnosed you with sleep apnea, if that is not the case. But, I mean, I have seen somewhat similar cases. Anything is possible now with disease, okay? But there's always a solution to a problem.
Dr. Batson, someone is asking here, good morning, I'm 26 years old, and I have anxiety issues. Other than exercise, what will you recommend? As of recent, I got ringing in my left ear. Can that be the cause of stress? Thank you so much. I'm a first-time listener, by the way. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Thank you for that question too. You have to understand that the possibility, that sounds to me like you're not getting enough blood going to your brain. That's your basic problem. Lack of blood flow to the brain. You have to keep in mind we have two types of circulation. Pulmonary circulation is above your heart. Systemic circulation is below your heart. A lot of people have poor pulmonary circulation, so you don't get proper blood flow here. And that could cause ringing in the ears, which is also known as tinnitus. It could cause problems with your vision. It could cause problems with dizziness. It could cause problems with memory. So that's something to pay attention to. They mentioned the ringing in the ear, but what was the other thing that they mentioned they experienced?
Anxiety.
Right, anxiety. So you see, you're not getting proper blood flow. So it means you need to examine how much water you are drinking. Right? Your body weight divided by 2 in ounces is your rule. If you're not doing that now, I suggest you start to up your intake. If you could get the Alkagen water, keep in mind we do have delivery. So road delivery is something you can avail yourself of and start with that. And then I would recommend you use, there's the IT, which helps circulation here in the brain. There is also the Nerve Restore, big product, really good product. Optimizer as well, because Optimizer was specifically designed to improve blood flow in the brain and to help with eyesight and that type of thing. Okay? And once you do that, you would get some good results with that situation. Definitely poor circulation to the brain.
All right. So, okay. So, Dr. Batson, you need to give me, let me just pronounce this word here, right?
Tell me.
So, the word is hidradenitis. Hidradenitis.
Right. Spell for me.
Hydra.
Hydra, right.
Denitis.
Yeah, hidradenitis.
Right. Hidradenitis suppurativa.
Right.
So the question is, what kind of person suffering from that use or do?
It's a condition that causes small painful lumps to form under the skin. The lumps usually develop in areas where the skin rubs together, such as the armpit, groin, buttocks, and breasts. Okay, first time I actually hear about this. Oh, the breakouts can occur in the inner thighs of the genital. This is caused by a person to think HS or STD or other contagious disease, but that is not the case. Let me see. Okay, so it's some sort of infection, something based on what I just read quickly there. So the thing is, usually in Western medicine, what is usually recommended is antibiotics. The problem is, we know the overuse of antibiotics is very problematic. So what I would do in that situation, I would address the major organs of elimination, so kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. Again, I'll look at the water. Hydration is everything. So check how much water you're drinking. And we do some work on the colon, the liver, the kidney, and that problem should be a thing of the past. I never came across it. I just took a quick read on it, but based on the organs, based on the the organ system that is involved, I believe that would be one of the mechanisms to address that particular situation.
Definitely. Let me just take a pause and say to the person who's sending me all these pics of food, Lizanne, have mercy, please. All right, just ease more, Lizanne. All right, ease more.
Lizanne trying to build your appetite, so they come off here and eat everything.
Yeah, Lizanne is all sort of food. There goes Lizanne. Let me see here. We're coming down. Let me see. Okay, so someone is asking, Dr. Batson, what can you do for stage 2 Parkinson's disease?
The thing is, when you're looking at Parkinson is again imbalance of the central nervous system. It has a lot to do with lack of blood flow to the brain. The persons that I've treated with Parkinson before who have gotten really, really good results, glutathione was actually something that we had used. I'm a big advocate of glutathione. Glutathione, if you're not aware, is the master antioxidant in the body, and there are certain products, substances that can increase glutathione production and glutathione levels in the body. I've seen that help persons in Parkinson. When you're dealing with Parkinson, you're dealing with things like Alzheimer's, vascular dementia. You need to feed the central nervous system. Feed it sensibly. Sensible nutrition, clean nutrition. Take all processed foods out of the diet. Sugar you definitely don't want, because sugar in your central nervous system is dire enemies, right? And once we do that, you're going to get some results. So as regards to what we have and what we carry, silver with mineral formula, Optimizer is a very good product. Cerebral is very good because that actually helps with the central nervous system. Nerve Restore is also good as well. But in a case like that, I'm going to have to get more information to do a protocol for that person specifically. What I would suggest you do is get the coconut oil. Get the that cold pressed coconut oil and start with 1 teaspoon on a daily basis. Look at the water intake, very, very important. And we could start from there.
Someone is asking, what can my mother take for high blood pressure and heart condition?
High blood pressure and a heart condition. It depends on what the heart condition is. That could be numerous. Could be angina, could be a low ejection fraction, a number of things. Off the top of my head, before you may get to see me, as you realize, and that's why we bring so much tea. I'm a huge, huge advocate of tea. That's because that's the Chinese medicine in me. So circulation tea would help. We carry one called Puer, that's also very good as well. It helps with cardiovascular health. There's a product that we carry, the inflammation formula, and the water. Those, at least in the initial stages, could help. And then after, if it is, she has echocardiograms, if there was angiograms done, whatever was done, EKG, that type of thing, she could bring it along, and then I would just review and then, dot the I's and cross the T. But definitely we could help in a situation like that.
Definitely. Let me see here. The person, oh my goodness. So the person who sent the message about the person who's having the bowel movement problem and doesn't want to drink the water.
Right.
They are saying that his belly is huge and he eats the worst things. Plus he has asthma. So, I'm asking if he doesn't feel a sense of, does he want to get better, or
that's the question, and that's what I'm saying, because I have come across some people, Dion.
Yeah.
I need to. It's only because I'm on the radio, and I need to be radio friendly. Some of them they really done stupidness, they're real nonsense, and if you don't care about yourself, it's all well and good. The thing is, people are wrong. You're going to be affected by the nonsense that you do, because some people just do real foolishness. They know alcohol not good for them, but they continue to be alcoholics. They drink, they lying down, they're rolling in the drain, they're falling down the drain, they're sleeping in the road, and they will drink themselves to death, and then they have cirrhosis of the liver and have people running up and down with you. You should have one like me to deal with. I am not going through that. I just tell my parents, as plain and simple as it is, my siblings, I said, this is it, or they have access to certain things, take advantage of it. I tell my mom, my dad, because I don't want to have to deal with that thing. And I'm not saying anything could happen to you. Like I listened to that video there and I wanted to die with this lady. I shared it with someone where she said that, she had this friend. She said, leave me with my cake. She said, people just tell me the thing and the fat and diabetes and all kind of thing. She said, I don't care nothing about that. She said, I had a friend. The friend telling me, girl, you need to watch yourself. This is a cake eating with this diabetes. She said, next thing I hear the boy dead, somebody bouncing. So she said, you could be taking care of yourself and doing all kind of things, and these mad people on the road lick you down. So it really was funny because, that is something that could happen. But I believe at the end of the day, because some people have the mentality, they say something have to carry you. Okay, good. Nobody is not saying no. The old people are saying you ain't come here to turn stone. Okay, all well and good. My thing is this, and everybody do have to share my philosophy. For me, I do not like pain. My blood very close to my skin. If somebody hit me, it's fight. I don't care where it is. It's fight. Because my blood very close to my skin. I do not like pain. I do not like discomfort. But that is me. So I will try my best to do and, dot my I's, cross my T's to make sure that I feel good. I ain't saying once in a while. I have a cheat. I have one cheat day in the month. And to tell you the truth, in that cheat day, I might eat some curry. I might eat... but it don't be ridiculous. But I still have a little cheat day. Ice cream is something I don't really interfere with. I might eat ice cream once for the year. But that's me. You understand? Because I know I don't want to be using too much of those things. So the same applies to people. You can't have people talking to you, your hand, and men just fall in this category and all. They have these poor women and them running behind all. Someone else have some nice wife, One like me, or have somebody that mentality like me to deal with, or they end up with a divorce living by yourself. Because you can't be doing people that. You can't have people running behind you. Yes, everybody does get sick, but you have to show a concerted concern and an effort to want to get better and take care of yourself. Why would you hide and eat sweet things? There are some people, they know they're diabetic, and if you find you're getting a room there and you're going in a cupboard, all you're seeing is a set of sweet biscuit and cake and ice cream. Why would you do yourself that? Well, not ice cream, because you can't hide ice cream in a cupboard. So you understand what I'm saying? You have to know, hey, listen to me. You got to care about yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to love your family too. Because if you love your family, you wouldn't do them that. Because to take care of sick, Dion, I don't know if you ever had to deal with somebody that was ailing. It is one of the most mentally and emotionally challenging. Watch me, that is tired you out. It have people who just take care of sick people. The sick people, watch me, the caregiver is dead and leave the sick, That will tell you how stressful it is, So don't do anybody that, man. Make up your mind. If you want to live and do what you need to do. If you want to dead, write your will, go by Allen's or whoever. If you want them, burn your berry and make arrangements and stop wasting big people time. That is my philosophy where that is concerned. Who agree. Who disagree with that is all well. That's your business.
Dr. Batson, what can I use for acid reflux?
Mm-hmm.
As a home remedy, maybe until I get something else, but what can I use as a home remedy for acid reflux? And the other question is, how can someone deal with polycystic ovaries?
Okay, polycystic ovaries. Okay, well, first of all, the acid reflux, baking soda is a big thing for acid reflux. I always tell people that. So the problem is, if you're hypertensive, you need to be a bit careful. So if you're not hypertensive, 1 teaspoon of baking soda in 8 ounces of water first thing in the morning. What I also suggest you do, if you could afford it, get some alkaline water. Alkaline water is now $1 million. That water will also help your stomach as well. We also carry something called digestive balance, digestive restore. So depending on how your pocket running, a box of baking soda in $1 million. Buy your baking soda, start to use it. If you are hypertensive with acid reflux, you use a half teaspoon or a quarter teaspoon, but you have to be consistent. You have to use it for at least a month to 6 weeks, and you'll get some help. And then depending on how your money running, there's a tea we carry called gastro tea. The tea not expensive. I think 30 packs of that tea is under $200, right? It's a tea designed to help your gastrointestinal system. You can also use that as well. All right, as regards to polycystic ovaries is caused or is as a result of a hormonal imbalance challenge that women may have. They also have digestive problems as well. So a female like that, you need to start to watch your water. Hydration is everything. You're all with this water nonsense, but you don't like water and you don't like water to taste. All you need to start behaving like big people and stop getting like little children. Drink the water. If you have to squeeze some lime in the water, put some cut a piece of carrot. They have these infused water. I ain't talking about them buy nonsense. I'm talking about infused water that you can make for yourself. You get a little cucumber, you get a big bottle, or a certain, you can take a 1 liter bottle, you grate some cucumber, you put it in there, it will change the flavor of the water. You put a little rough skin lemon, a little teaspoon of lime and drink it. But you have to drink water. You have to. You have to do it. That's like saying, I don't want to breathe and block your nose or go down in water and drown yourself. That's what you're doing when you don't drink water. And men especially, plenty of all come in this nonsense thing. This thing was something that these women was only in this nonsense. Now a bag of man in this foolishness. All they don't want water to drink. What's going on with all you? What really is all these stories? When you start to do that, you know what's going to happen to you? Your prostate going to start to give you problems. All kind of things will start to go wrong with you. You ain't getting proper erection and all kind of thing. Then you want to go and take things, and it's because you're dead. You're news. They find you on top of somebody or somebody on top of you. Common sense make before book. Drink the water. Hydration is everything. Your body is 70% water. Stop the foolishness. Alcohol is not water. Juice is not water. Coffee is not water. Tea is your closest thing to water. Herbal tea. That is your closest you could get. Milk is not water. So stop the foolishness. Go and take your weight. Or you must have a bathroom scale in all your house. Go on it. Check your weight, divide your weight by 2, and that is the water that you need to drink, and start to drink it. Because if you do not do it, one of these wonderful hospitals that we have here, you will become a warden. And I tell people, the hospital is not Hyatt, it is not Hilton. They don't serve no vegetables inside there. You ever see food? You ever see hospital food? Do you ever eat in the hospital? Well, thank God I never reached there, but I know. You don't want that. Some people just be in the hospital, they even give me salad. You're not living there. Why are you there in the first place? It is not Hyatt. What you doing there? According to my grandmother, why you there? If you wasn't there, your name could not call. Take care of yourself so you don't end up there. Right. So with that being said, well, I behave terrible today, boy. Must be the jacket. I must wear a blazer more often.
Oh my goodness, guys, we really have to apologize because of our time.
Yes.
We see your message. Dr. Batson, one thing somebody did ask, I'm going to ask it because I know it was something that you mentioned, which was the slim, the Santolan slim. And someone asked,
if we finish it, Santolan Slim is almost ready for the market. It just had some, we have these wonderful people in our food and drug to deal with. So we just getting some finalized thing, and then you all will have your Santolan Slim. I promise you all that, because I am working on that personally. All right? So keep that in mind very quickly. Keep in mind those telephone numbers. As I said, we are down at the Seventh-day Adventist Hospital today. We're there until 5. My team is already there. I'll be joining them shortly. So, if you want to come down, we're going to do a lecture. I'm going to do a lecture there on blood analysis. I'm going to give some examples and that kind of thing. And, it's a health fair. It's not only Batson there. They have some other very good doctors there. I think if you get your eye checked out, you could get, so take advantage of it. Miss Victoria, for some reason, I cannot remember your surname. But as usual, always doing an excellent job. I'm always glad, for the 7 Days Adventists and how, they really promote health and, try to encourage people, to eat healthier, because it does make a difference, your health is your wealth. We also have our Mother's May promotion. Don't forget that. You go on our page. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. On YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. And you like, share, and leave a comment. Let me say a pleasant good morning and thank you to Mr. Shakil. Shakil is like a psychic, The amount of things Shakil is always doing a good job. Congratulations, sir, and thank you very much. And Mr. Dion, sir, always a pleasure to be in your company. Keep in mind those numbers for Shogunas. Shogunas is 2228261. Debe is 2237515. St. James is 2208113. And Tobago is 2264553. Shogunas, remember, we have a little challenge with the parking. We're working on it. But I'm just letting you guys know, if it is a coming, somebody to drop you, whatever the case may be, we have to do what we have to do with what we have to do it with. But we're going to get the problem solved. Yes, Leon.
Just repeat the numbers a little slower.
Oh, my apologies. Yes. Yeah. So, Shogunas, that office is located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That's Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. The number for that office is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. You can call and get your information on your eye optics formula, that eye drop that helps with cataract, glaucoma, detached retina. You can get information on the inflammation formula, which helps with arthritis, pain, that type of thing. The location for Debe is the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. That's for the Debe office. St. James is located on the Western Main Road in St. James. That's Red Edge Mall. That telephone number is 220-8113. St. James again is 220-8113. And Tobago is located at the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. Very soon you guys will have your new location in Tobago. Bigger, better, more facilities. That number for Tobago is 226-4553. 226-4553. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless you guys. Do enjoy the rest of your Sunday. The listeners of Sky 99.5, thank you very much for allowing me into your household and into your air. I hope I wasn't too rough on you guys today, but believe me, it comes from a place of
love.
Of love, yeah. So remember, a big belly and a walking stick don't go with anything. All right, so work on that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Batson. Shaquille, you'll enjoy the rest of the day. Dr. Batson, I sent a message for you via Shaquille, so he could just show you that message there.
Okay.
And enjoy the rest of your day. And to your symposium or your program down at the SDA hospital, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.
You as well.
Are you sick and can't get a diagnosis? Are you suffering from cataract or glaucoma? Do you have body issues?
Yes. So, social media family, Facebook, thank you very much for all the comments. Miss Melissa Richards, Miss Lucita Jamet. Yes, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I know I behave a little bad today, but all you get accustomed to me by now. All right. So remember, like, share, comment, and leave a comment. Okay. So take care of you. Take care of yourself. Those of you who, you know, you could come down to the health fair that they have in there, take advantage of it. As I said, it's not only Batson Associates. They have other individuals there that could help you. So God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember those telephone numbers for Chaguanas. That Chaguanas number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. Debe is 223-7515. That's 223-7515. St. James is 220-8113. That's 220-8113. And Tobago is 226-4553. That's 226-4553. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.